All right, welcome to Build Up Trades, powered by Build Up Investments, Inc. Before we get started, let me give you a disclaimer. I am not a financial professional. Everything that I share with y'all is my own personal experience, and I do suggest you do all your own research. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just giving you my personal experience. All right, so let's not waste any more of y'all time. Let's get into it. This is the third video of I'll call it my budgeting series before trading, and what to help you be a good trader / investor in the future. So you built your personal budget, you built your emergency fund. Now it's time to take that structure and apply it to your trading. So trading without a plan is like driving blindfolded. You might move fast, but you won't last long. Today, I'm gonna break down how to create your first trading budget, the exact system that keeps your money organized and your emotions in check. So, got my notes as usual. And so now you may ask why a trading budget matters. So here's the truth. Most traders fail not because they can't pick stocks, but because they can't manage money. A trading budget is your seatbelt. It keeps you from crashing when things get volatile. So if you have a budget of $1,000, you know that's what you're working with, and you need to manage that correctly. You shouldn't throw your whole $1,000 into one investment or one trade. You want to kind of spread that out. So hopefully the information I'm giving y'all will help y'all break that down and help y'all be successful in your trading journey. So let's get into it. Step 1, define your trading capital. So start by deciding how much of your income or savings you're willing to allocate to trade. A good starting point for most people is 10 to 20% of your monthly income. Personally, I set aside 20%. That gives me enough capital to trade comfortably without touching my emergency fund or living expenses. So you basically want to think of it like this. You want to use money that you can afford to lose. I know everybody wants to be profitable starting off. Everybody wants to get rich and all that, blah, blah, blah. But the way you really become a successful trader is you just think about how much can I possibly lose for today or long term, whatever it is. You don't need to invest or trade what you can't afford to lose. So that's the way you stay afloat. You stop yourself from over trading, FOMO trading, revenge trading, because once you go down that road, you'll take some pretty nice losses, some pretty big hits. So that's my first step, is define your trading capital. Figure out how much you can afford to lose. All right, let's hit up step 2. Separate your accounts. Keep your trading funds completely separate from your daily spending account. You want zero overlap between your trading capital and your life expenses. This separation builds discipline, my favorite word, and makes your financial results crystal clear. So you don't want to have your trading money mixing with your living expenses, your checking account with your bill money in it, or your savings account with your emergency fund. You don't want to cross those two, because basically what'll end up happening if you keep pulling money from your living expenses or your savings account, you could possibly get in a situation where you taking losses and you get into a revenge mindset and you just want a revenge trade. So you just keep pulling money from those accounts, and the next thing you know, at the end of the year, at the end of the month, you don't have any bill money, or if an emergency come up, you don't have any emergency fund money. So that's a big deal, keeping your money separate. So, but most brokerages have their own accounts anyway, so that shouldn't be hard to keep your money separated. All right, let's go to step 3. Set your risk per trade. So this step is all about protecting your capital. I personally risk no more than 2% of my account on any trade. That means if I start with $10,000, I won't risk more than $200 per position. This simple rule prevents one bad trade from wiping out weeks of progress. So I struggled with this when I first started trading. For some reason I didn't understand, like I couldn't grasp how much to like 2%. Like I didn't understand like how to break that down. So basically, if I got 10,000, I don't want to spend 5,000 on one position. I want to spend 200 on 5 different positions. That way, your probability of winning trades goes up, versus you just betting the whole account on one trade, and that trade tanks and you lose $10,000 or half $5,000. So stay disciplined. And I know it'll seem like you're nickel and diming, like just getting pennies from your profits, but all we're focused on is just being green. We're not focused on a set profit limit. Don't go into it thinking, oh, I want to make $100 a day or $1,000 a day. Go into it thinking, I just want to stay green. I just want to make profit. So whether that's $1 or $1,000, either way, you want to stay green. You green for the day, you good, and you keep trading, and you get better, and you grow your account. The more you grow your account, the more that 2% goes up. So once you start with 10,000 and you grow it to 20,000, now your 2% is 4,000. So where the cliche saying, we're running a marathon, not a sprint. So we're trying to build for long-term living, not short-term. So let's move on to step 4. All right. No, track profits and losses. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Bars. That's a pretty good quote. That's why I built the free trading budget tracker. It automatically calculates your monthly gains, losses, and growth over time. Update at the end of each month, and you'll instantly see how discipline, favorite word, turns into progress. So this is something that I didn't do when I first started trading. I was just just trading, wasn't keeping track of what I was, how much money I was making, how much money I was losing. I just noticed that my account, it wasn't going up, it wasn't going down, it was kind of staying at a stalemate. So my mentors and more experienced people kept telling me, hey, you need to track it, get you a journal, track all your trades. And I was so eager to start making money. I was like, I'll get to it later. But as I got more experience and I'm about 5 years in now. I think my second year, that's when I got a journal. And it definitely helped me keep up with how much money I was losing, how much I was profiting from. I even put in notes of why I took the trade, why I exited the trade. It just helps you like figure out what you need to work on in your journey. So the tracker that I created is not it's not an extensive tracker. It's something just to get you started. So I just want to get you started on a successful path. You may look at it and say, oh, there's not enough on here. But you can add whatever you feel like you need as you go through time. So this is the tracker. Very simple, trading capital, max risk per trades, monthly profit loss, updated trading balance. Like I said, it's very simple. I didn't want to make it overly complicated. I just want to get you started. But the more you trade, the more you'll figure out what you need in your own tracker and journal. So let's move on to step 5. Reinvest wisely. Don't spend your early trading profits too fast. Decide what percentage of gains you'll reinvest. For example, 70% reinvestment, 30% withdrawal. That way your account keeps compounding while you still enjoy your growth along the way. So that's another thing I struggled with when I first started. So a year in, I really didn't withdraw any money because my account wasn't growing enough, and I wanted to get out of that. I wanted to grow more than $10,000 because I knew I can do more with a 2% of 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. So that 2%, I needed that 2% to grow so I can grow more profit. But my second year, I started making profit, but I didn't have a reinvestment plan. I didn't even think about a reinvestment plan. I just started spending money that I was getting from profit. And the next thing I knew, I was pretty much spending the money before I made it, because I felt like, oh, next week, if I made $1,500 this week, I know I'm gonna make $1,500 next week, and then I'll start, then I'll just spend the money before I even make the money. So I finally got to a place where, all right, let me focus month to month, and let me keep some money to keep growing my account. But I decided not to do the 70-30. I just kept all my money, all the profit that I made, all the capital that I had. For 5 years, I just let it grow. Well, not 5 years, 3 years. I let it grow. Like, I just let my account grow. So I wasn't spending, even though like my mentors and more experienced traders was telling me, hey, it's okay to spend a little bit of your money. Like, we're not doing this just to hoard cash. We want to enjoy life. So even if you got a W-2 job or you own your own business, you kind of use that. If you go with 70-30, you kind of use that 30% to do fun things, and you use your other source of income to take care of bills, to build up your 401ks, IRA, do all your responsible spending with your other source of income, but use your, a little bit of your trading profits to, go out, enjoy life. You don't have to get too crazy. Some people are simple. I was real simple when I first started spending, and then as my account grew, I started enjoying more expensive, more expensive kind of spending. So that's what I got for y'all. Building a trading budget isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. And remember that. Do not feel like you can't enjoy the profit. It's all about freeing ourselves from feeling like we have to get up and go to a 9-to-5, or feeling like we just have to get up and do anything for income. It's the foundation of every decision you'll make in the market. So I hope this helped somebody. I have the free tracker in my pinned up comments. Download it, comment, let me know what, if it's something that I can spend more time on, that y'all would like for me to expand on. These first few videos, I want to concentrate on helping people protect their capital versus just showing y'all charts and suggesting trades and suggesting stocks to get into. I think this is more important, to build this foundation of just learning how to budget, learning how to manage your capital, and that'll keep you, that will have you having a long investing / trading career. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that good stuff that they tell you at the end of every video. But I appreciate y'all for watching.